Good evening, Don Brewer scientists. This is Mr. B, obviously. Going to do something a little different. Since we're studying plants and learning about plants, we're going to teach you how to make your own sanitizer, hand sanitizer. That stuff you can't buy anywhere because everybody bought it up when this whole coronavirus thing started. We're going to teach you how to do that now. So, here are the items that you will need. You'll need an empty hand sanitizer container to put it in. You'll need some isopropyl alcohol. This is 99% isopropyl alcohol, okay? You'll need some peppermint oil. You could probably do lavender oil. You could do some other kind of oil. This is just more or less for like a fragrance, so it smells semi-decent. And then the last thing that you will need is you will need an aloe vera plant. And these are pretty common in most people's yards, but if you don't have any in yours and your neighbor has some, you could probably get them to maybe let you have like a piece or two. You only really need like 3 to do a decent amount. We're also going to show you how to make your own Lysol wipes out of this too. Okay, so anyhow, you want to also make sure that you take these little prickly things off on the side because they can really hurt. So that's what I'm going to show you now. Actually, you probably figured it out. Those hands are a lot smaller than mine. Those are Mrs. B's hands, and she does this with a little more precision than I do. But notice she's using a sharp knife. So always make sure you get, that's right, check with a parental unit first before you handle anything sharp. Okay, now what she's doing is she basically cut the little spikes off the side, she cut down the middle, and now if you've ever cleaned a fish, that's kind of what she's doing here, sort of. If you've never cleaned a fish, she's trying to get as close to the outside edge of the aloe vera skin where my thumb is. And you see all that goopy stuff? That goes in the little container. This is like one of those little ninja things, okay? And she's going to get more of the aloe vera stuff as she can off of it. And now she's going to skin this one. I say skin it. She's basically taking the aloe out of it. This is the stuff that you would put on sunburns. Okay, this actually works a lot better than those aloe vera gels and creams that you can pay $6 or $8 for at the store. Saves a lot. It's a lot cheaper and it works just as good. I think it works better to just cut this, and then what you would do is you'd put that on your skin if you were sunburned. But she's just basically trying to scale the plant, and she's gonna just put it in there. Move that one off the side. Now these, she already took the little spikes off the side, so it's easier to handle. You don't want to try to do this with the spikes on the side, okay? Your hands will be hurting quite a bit. Now she's already done one of these ahead of time, so normally you would put 3 of these in there, and then this is what you have, okay? This is the stuff from the aloe vera plant.
You want to end up with about 1/4 of a cup or so in the container.
Okay, so 1/4 of a cup in the container, as Mrs. B just said, okay? And again, before you use Mom's good cutting board, always get her permission first, okay? So, we're going to use that thing right there next, okay? But first off, we've got to add some alcohol. And that's probably not the best way to open a container. You probably shouldn't stab it with a knife, okay? But you would want to try to open it some simpler way.
Okay, so we want about equal parts.
Okay, so equal parts. So basically 50% aloe vera and 50% alcohol. So she's basically going to fill this up until the alcohol line is almost like twice as much as the aloe vera line. So like if you look, you can see it's really thick down here at the bottom where her finger is, and then up top you see where it's clear. So that's like 50% alcohol, 50% aloe vera. So we put that back on the cutting board. And now we're going to add some peppermint oil to it. The peppermint oil, usually about maybe 10 drops, 8 to 10 drops. It's just more or less for a more pleasant smell. Now you put the little Ginsu or the ninja blade on top, and now you put it over there. Once again, check with your parental units before you try to do any of this on your own.
Loud noise.
And here comes the loud noise. kind of are looking for a certain consistency here. You don't want it to be too chunky. You want it to be kind of, do that again, because I moved the camera. There we go. See how it's kind of watery? That's kind of what you want, because if you want to make your own disinfecting wipes, you don't want a chunk of aloe vera on the wipe. Okay, you want to be able to put the wipes in there and then, you know, pull them out, squeeze it off, and disinfect your cabinets and stuff, and make sure that your countertops and everything are nice and clean. So now what Miss B is going to do is she's going to add some of this, using the help of a funnel, right into a hand sanitizer container, an old one. And you're probably saying, oh, there are some chunks there. Well,
It's all natural.
it's all natural. Okay, it's aloe vera. Aloe vera is great for your skin. Okay, I don't know anyone who's allergic to it, but that would be a first for me. But now once you start shaking up, that's going to get a lot of those big chunks away. And the reason it kind of has that little, you know, kind of yellowish color is because we put actual real aloe vera in it. Okay, but you rub it on your hands and it dries quickly because we use 99% isopropyl alcohol. And there is homemade hand sanitizer in a flash using nothing but alcohol, aloe vera plants, and a little bit of peppermint oil. If you wanted to go all the way out there and say we use some electricity, well, yeah, we did do that too. Okay. Now, Mrs. B is going to pull out a couple alcohol wipes that she made previously. And this is what they look like. And you basically just pour what you have in the hand sanitizer bottle in there, and then you could put some of these little paper cloths. See, she's got one right there. Okay, up a little bit higher. There we go. And you just kind of tear them down the middle. This doesn't have to be perfect, okay? And then you would just stick them down in there, and you keep putting them in there until they all start soaking up the hand sanitizer. And you keep adding them until you can't saturate any more wipes. So then basically you put the top on it, and you can turn it upside down a couple times, back and forth, shake it like that, and then let it sit overnight, ideally. But you can always go through and pull one out, and there you go. So you have sanitizer and Lysol wipes, courtesy of Mother Nature and the company called Solimo. That just happens to be who made the isopropyl alcohol. So once again, isopropyl alcohol, hand sanitizer bottle, empty one, aloe vera plant, some peppermint oil, and some adult supervision. Anyhow, that's how you do it. I'll see you all later. Bye.